Well, hey, it's Catherine. Thanks for joining me for our second product preview for the Perfect Reason Stamp of Approval collection. Yesterday, I showed you the first few products in this collection, and today we're going to take a look at our greeting set and then my personal favorite, the Paisley Peacock. I am in love and I can't wait to show you. There are so many different ways to use this, and so I'm going to stamp them out and I'm going to show you different options. Be sure to stick with us because tomorrow we're going to start our blog hops. The design team has been working on amazing projects and we're going to start showing them with you tomorrow, and then February 8th is release day. So be sure you're on the wait list at cpstampofapproval.com. Our collections sell out quickly, so you want to make sure you grab yours while they're still available. And with all of that, I'm ready to get a little inky. We had a really special stamp set designed for this collection, and we are appropriately naming it Paisley Peacock. So here are all of the pieces, and they may not make a ton of sense to you yet, but when you see how all of these pieces work together and also can be used alone, you're going to see how you can make so many amazing card projects and other projects out of this stamp set. We have the coordinating dies, so you can make a full peacock with the tail, and then there's some extra feathers and some little dots and all kinds of fun things that you can stamp all over. And then these paisleys, you can use all the different pieces to build a fun paisley and use that as his wing. So can you tell how excited I am about this stamp set? I think it's really fun and really unique. And those of you that get the collection, you're going to have a special insert in your box that is going to tell you about the illustrator of this stamp set and where the idea came from this stamp set. So excited to share that. And we also have a really fabulous greeting set. This was done by Alana Griffo, and it's called You Did It. And I have lots of fun ways to use this one too. So let's dive into stamping all of these little pieces. I'm going to start with the party dress and one of these large paisleys. You can either cut out and then stamp, or stamp and then cut out, whichever way you prefer to do your die cutting. And then we have all sorts of fun stamps that can be stamped inside. So this one we'll do in Lime Ricky. And then this next one almost looks like a little heart, and you can stamp it inside right here. So you have a layered little paisley. So we have 3 large paisley stamps, and I'll stamp all 3 of them so you can see them up close. So they each have slightly different, this one has a scallop on the inside, this has a scallop on the outside, and then this one has sort of like a little notched inside to it, and then a little bit of detail down there on the bottom. One of the bits for layering inside is kind of like a little leaf, which coordinates with the peacock and also the floral stamp set. So here is that inside of the paisley. And then we have one that has a flower on it. Just all sorts of fun images and designs and patterns in this collection. So here are 4 different paisleys that I just did, and there are more design options than just this, and then, you know, doing different colors, and oh my gosh, just so much fun with these. And then we have smaller Paisley cutouts. So here are just a few of the smaller paisleys stamped and cut out. So now we have some really amazing paisleys. We're going to put those aside because I want to get to work on the peacock and show you this. Oh, before I do, this stamp right here, or this die cut, goes with this leaf. So you could stamp it and layer it on top, or you could just use this as a leaf in one of your card making projects. Let's set these aside. I'm going to work on the peacock. I'm going to use my Misty because I want this peacock to stay in place. So I'm going to just add a little bit of adhesive, lay him down. I'm going to center or line my stamp up right on top. I'm going to use Party Dress to ink up the top, and then I'm going to go and do Flirty Fuchsia down on the bottom. Now where these 2 colors meet, I want to make sure it is blended. So I just went over it a couple times. I'm just going to dab it very lightly with my ink applicating tool, and then we'll stamp it. And we get a really cool peacock body that starts party dress and moves down to Flirty Fuchsia. I'm going to do the same thing with the peacock tail, and this is going to be the part that's closest to the body, and the body is that Flirty Fuchsia, so we'll start out with that. And then I'm going to move to a little bit of Something Borrowed, which is a really nice kind of royal blue. Next up is Fiesta Blue. Okay, and then we'll stamp that. So now you can see how we have a peacock building, and included in the set is some more little feathers and little other pieces that you can add to fill out this peacock tail. So I'm going to grab these and I'm just going to stamp a few of them. Now I'm kind of moving in an like ombre or kind of rainbow way, so I want to do that on some of the feathers as well. So I'm doing Fiesta Blue and the Aquatini and kind of mixing them a little. And I'll do a few that way. So you can see here how to use all these amazing pieces to make a whole wonderful, fabulous peacock. In my video yesterday, I showed you using the Mod Squared stencil with some sponging and ink. And today we're going to use some glitter paste. I just want to do a soft, glittery background with this. So my glitter paste is all dried out. So plan B is a little bit of translucent embossing paste. This is by Wendy Vecchi. And this is kind of shiny. It goes on and it dries pretty clear. So I'm just going to add some right over my stencil. I guess I need to get a lot more. And then I'm just going to do a light coating of glitter. So I just want like a little fun texture in the background, a little bit of glitter to kind of set off my peacock. So now I'm just going to kind of try to scrape off as much as I can, because like I said, I just want a really subtle, kind of shiny, glittery backdrop for the peacock. We'll peel this back and then grab my glitter. I have Glitter Ritz. It's microfine glitter, translucent, fine, cool highlight. Just gonna flick a little, just like a little bit of fairy dust. So here is the peacock in all its glory. Isn't it amazing when you put all these pieces together? And I love how you can use pieces and parts of this stamp set and make other awesome cards, or you can put it all together and have this fabulous peacock. Now, speaking of parts and pieces, here is another card that I did using the greeting set in a mix and match way along with the Paisleys. So you can build and mix and match and use different colors and get all sorts of different cool looks. So now our collection goes on sale Wednesday at 10 a.m. Make sure you are on the wait list so you get first notification. And Stamp Nation members, we are having a special event for you on Tuesday evening at 11 p.m. Eastern, and we're gonna have a slumber party release party, so I can't wait for that. Be sure to hop over to my blog to catch all the details, and I'll see you soon.